CIF Finals edition of your Los Angeles Times Sports Prep Show. I'm Brent Weber. Today we romp north, south, and central to bring you the ultimate action from this weekend. Let's get that bus to glory started with the City Section title game from the Coliseum.
Head coaches John Aguirre of Carson and Robert Garrett of Crenshaw trying to climb the final mountain in the city. That's Ronald Rivas waiting on a punt from Crenshaw, but it never gets that far because Ronnie Fave comes in and blocks the punt, and Ashley Subing has the free ball. He's going to go 44 yards with protection. The touchdown gives Carson a 7-0 second quarter lead. On the ensuing kickoff, that's Chris Bohannon having trouble picking up the ball, but when he does, that's when the magic starts. Chris is going to bust up the middle, and then he's going to get outside, and he's got a lot of pasture to run. This is going to cover 83 yards, and Crenshaw ties the game at 7 apiece. The Shaw leads by 3 in the final 6 minutes of the game. That's when Carson's Justin Cooper puts one on the money to Michael Smith. This gives Carson a 14-10 lead. They would quickly get the ball back and cash in some insurance. This is James Robinson taking the pitch, breaking a tackle, and then getting across the goal line. This gives Carson a 20-10 lead, and that's insurmountable with them playing tough defense. With the clock coming down to 0, Aguirre gets the bat that says he's a city champion. And so is Carson for the 10th time since they opened for business in 1969. And good news for Carson's arch rival Banning. They win the City Invitational title over South Bay neighbor Gardena.
Congratulations to all the schools that have just made it to the Coliseum, especially to the 2 left standing at the end. More teams chase title hardware ahead, including 2 Inland Powers butting heads for the Southern Section Division II crown in our big game. And we'll take a tumble with our featured student athletes. Plus, our newest all-power bar performers make some big waves. First, though, we need some cheering up, thanks to our friends at Best Buy.
We are the Brahma 2. I live in ladder 3. I still can't hear you. We are number 1. We are the Brahma 2. I live in ladder 3. I still can't hear you. We are number 1.
The Sunday Los Angeles Times.
The LA Times is a world-class paper. The way I see it, it's the cheapest education you can buy.
Hey, even if you only read a couple sections, it's still worth having it delivered on Sunday.
Especially after Saturday night.
Now you can have the Sunday Los Angeles Times delivered right to your home at a price you'll love. Only $1 a week. That's 50% off. 12 free Sundays. Don't miss out on this special limited-time offer of home delivery of the Sunday Los Angeles Times. Call the toll-free number now and sleep in.
When I was young, my coach gave me the confidence to make my dreams come true. He was my mentor, and his positive influence helped me achieve my goal of playing in the major leagues. I'm Tim Salmon of Anaheim Angels. If you're interested in helping young kids achieve their goals, then you have what it takes to be a mentor. By just giving a few hours each month, you can positively change a young person's life. To find out more about how to become a mentor, call 1-888-80-MENTOR. Be the one to make a difference.
Today at 5 on KCAL9, hockey's hottest duo, Anaheim's Correa and Zalati, crash into Atlanta to smash NHL's rookie team, the Thrashers. Ducks, Atlanta, today at 5 on KCAL9.
Took a $100 bill out of your mom's purse?
Yes. Jamal's shopping spree.
Clearly he's got sticky fingers.
This is the first time.
It better be the last.
Judge Judy Justice.
Monday at 7:30 on KCAL9.
Said, hey. All right, Marty, you got that down? NFL future for you? All right, now, just getting to the finals was tough in any bracket. Maybe none more so than Division II this year. as Upland beat up Peninsula, and then Diamond Bar remained unbeaten, ending Loizinger's run, spoiling hopes of a South Bay Finals and moving that D2 title game to Cal State Fullerton. With just one loss combined between Diamond Bar and Upland, makes this our obvious choice for the big game.
Hey, this is the calm before the storm. Diamond Bar and Upland are taking instructions from the referee, figuring out who's going to win the toss. Hey, they just announced Upland wins the toss. If Upland wins tonight, it'll be their second championship overall. They won one back in '95. If Diamond Bar wins, it'll be their fourth title in the school's history and second in a row. It's Diamond Bar's home game, but the huge crowd forced the move to Cal State Fullerton, which can handle a lot more people. And they saw a great game. Upland with the ball here in the first quarter on the Diamond Bar 29. Bo Drake with about 3 days to throw. Zips one to Randy Mish, who makes a great catch to give Upland a 7-0 lead. He's a happy guy, and so are his fans. Diamond Bar would answer. They would give the ball to our featured student athlete from a little while ago, Jason Wright. Jason chews up huge yardage on this drive. He's a tough guy to bring down. Jason nearly scores on this run. The ref says it's spotted at about the 1-inch line. So Diamond Bar scores on the next play. Felipe Garcia would carry it across. This ties the game at 7 apiece, and that's the score at the half. On to the fourth quarter. Diamond Bar up 10-7, Upland with the ball. This is Jeremy Bascom outside and then across the goal line to give Upland a 14-10 lead with 8 minutes left in the game. There's 3 minutes left, and Upland's trying to wrap this thing up when Drake gets picked off by Eric Williams. This is the play that turns it around for Diamond Bar because they're back in the dance with 3 to go. A couple of plays later, it's Maine to Williams this time. The guy who had the interception grabs one but stays inbound, so the clock keeps moving. 20 seconds left in the game. It's Wright taking the handoff from the 4 and breezing into the end zone for the touchdown that wins the championship on the final carry of his high school career. The Diamond Bar Brahmas go 14-0, win the 4th title in school history. And how many in a row?
Two in a row. It means a lot to us. We never know it'd come down to passing like this. Our receivers made great catches, and it could have went both ways.
But it went Diamond Bar's way at the big game, and I'm Jake Downing.
So congratulations to the Brahmas of Diamond Bar. They run the table again and defeat as Division II champion. More championship football still ahead as we tee up our Southern Section Blitz. And then there's our featured student athlete who's raising Southland Gymnastics hope to another level. And of course, if you want to keep things on an even keel, our all-power bar performers perform with their feet on the ground. That's all still ahead on your Los Angeles Times Sports Prep Show.
Make my dorm room the Best Buy dorm room.
This is it. Best Buy Residence Evaluation Team. We're going to take a look around if you don't mind. Built-in VCR and a Sony PlayStation, huh? Do your parents know you have that? You can't stop me. Am I the only one that smells that? Nice computer. What kind of CDs you got? Great stereo.
Dorm life from Best Buy. Now that's a great idea.
What's up? Tom, it's your mom.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine
Sue had dreams. She had things she wanted to do, places she wanted to go. Then Sue had a baby, way too soon. Now her dreams are on hold. She's not doing what she wanted to do or going where she wanted to go. Just like many of the 65,000 California teens who each year have babies way too soon, Sue has put her life on hold. To help prevent teen pregnancy, talk to your kids. Be there for them. Be the one.
Buy Factory Direct.
The Jewelry Exchange in Tustin has expanded and now has the largest factory showroom in the U.S. We guarantee our jewelry to be the lowest price. Compare Tiffany's 1-carat invisible bands for over $5,000 with the Jewelry Exchange's GVS quality for $1,600. 1-carat pendants are $249, 2-carat tennis bracelets $349, and 1-carat studs $399. We carry thousands of rings, bracelets, and pendants. We guarantee all our jewelry to appraise for at least double. The Jewelry Exchange in Tustin.
Thank you very much, lady. Power bars will be handed out shortly. But first, I want you to meet Jeanette Antolin, who's vaulted onto the high-profile gymnastics scene the past couple of years, and now has her sights set down under on the 2000 Olympic Games in Australia. Our Laura Marcus introduces you to this week's featured student athlete.
It begins early morning. Like a typical teen, Jeanette Antolin grabs a quick breakfast and goes to school. When class is over, it's time to get to work. An elite gymnast ranked 5th in the nation, Jeanette is striving for a higher goal.
To make the Olympic team next year.
Now let's be aggressive this time. Straight body round-off, good speed, good block.
Coach Don Peters thinks she has a pretty good shot at it. After seeing Jeanette's talent, he came out of retirement to train her.
She definitely has the ability to do it. And she's one of the things that's really good about her is she's willing to do things that other people aren't willing to do.
If you think some of these moves look tough, Jeanette is working on a vault that no one in the world has ever done before.
If she competes it in the Olympic Games or a World Championships, and she's the first to do it, they'll name it after her.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's an honor to have it named after me, so I'm excited about that.
It takes a lot of hard work to become a gymnast at Jeanette's level. She trains for 4.5 hours every day. But don't think the discipline ends once she's outside the gym. It's a year-round thing.
Spending all the hours in the gym working for it, it gets old after a while, and you always want to quit at times, but you just have to think in the back of your head how long you've been working for your goal, and you just have to keep going.
Jeanette's dreams wouldn't be coming true without the help of her parents. Trying to catch up with her older sister, Jeanette's mother enrolled her into a rec program when she was 3 years old. Just something to do after nap time.
Instructors kept telling me that your daughters are very talented.
As Jeanette's skills advanced, her mother moved from Northern California so her daughters can train in one of the best facilities in the country.
The talent was there and they loved it. So I did it because I loved them.
Which has brought Jeanette here to Huntington Beach.
I always dreamed to be at this level, but I never really actually thought I would get here.
Where she has a chance of a lifetime. Until then, she leaves her hard work at the gym.
I have a social life outside of the gym.
Does what most seniors do.
I go to parties sometimes and I go out dancing.
And starts her day all over again. In Huntington Beach, I'm Laura Marcus reporting.
Talent and a smile to match from Jeanette. Thanks for her story, Laura. Now let's meet up with two other shining Southland stars as we serve up the newest members of the All Power Bar team.
Not many student athletes can say they won a championship in all 4 years in high school, but Albert Garcia of Long Beach Wilson Water Polo is one of the few that can say exactly that. The 4-year varsity performer put the ball in the net 115 times this season, 350 for his career, from 96 to 99.
It was great. I mean, there's nothing else that I could ever want but that last championship. I mean, when I was a freshman, when we won our first time, I realized we had the opportunity to do something no one's ever had, and we went out. We accomplished all our goals all 4 years, and I have 4 rings.
Great player, teaches me a lot, teaches the team a lot when we're in the water, and great guy, all-around great guy, out of the water and in the water.
Albert has offers to play water polo at the nation's leading programs. All of them are on the West Coast. He'll make a decision shortly, armed with his trophy from his coach, Tony Martino. Let us appreciate the solid ground strokes of modern day's Melissa Esmero. All she did was play #1 singles on the Division II Southern Section Team Champs. And once that was done, she clawed past higher seeds and reached the finals of the Southern Section Individual Tournament. In the fall, she'll play tennis at USC. This for a girl who took to the game by chance.
My dad started playing tennis, and I just started picking up the racket, and my dad's like, do you want to learn how to play? And I'm like, sure. And I started hitting, and I liked it.
On the court, she just displays great sportsmanship to the player, and her game is just so awesome that I think younger tennis players will look up to her and follow in her footsteps.
And Melissa follows in the footsteps of previous winners by receiving the trophy that says she's all power bar from her coach, Gina Hohola. Congratulations to Melissa Esmero and Albert Garcia. You can catch them and the entire Power Bar team at www.powerbar.com.
Our team of all Power Bar performers just keeps getting bigger, better, and more powerful. All right, it's almost time to see again what kind of power it takes to win a championship in football. As Modern Day and Long Beach Poly from Division I highlight our Southern Section team. Plus our plays of the week, our championship suite. It's all right here on the Los Angeles Times Sports Prep Show.
Here's my idea. Make it easy to buy a cell phone.
With this new cellular and DSS support zone, Best Buy is unstoppable, Ed.
You said it, Pat. Here we can see a customer being helped with his cell phone activation.
He's connected and ready to go.
Ooh, and this guy just made arrangements to have his DSS installed next Tuesday.
That's a great play. Let's go down to Frank.
So what do you think of the new support zone?
It's great. Everything's in one place. It's really easy.
Well, there you have it. Helping you get connected the easy way. Best Buy, now that's a great idea.
When I was young, my coach gave me the confidence to make my dreams come true. He was my mentor, and his positive influence helped me achieve my goal of playing in the major leagues. I'm Tim Salmon of the Anaheim Angels. If you're interested in helping young kids achieve their goals, then you have what it takes to be a mentor. By just giving a few hours each month, you can positively change a young person's life. To find out more about how to become a mentor, call 1-888-80-MENTOR. Be the one to make a difference.
Sunday Los Angeles Times.
The LA Times is a world-class paper. The way I see it, it's the cheapest education you can buy.
Hey, even if you only read a couple sections, it's still worth having it delivered on Sunday.
Especially after Saturday night, you know?
Now you can have the Sunday Los Angeles Times delivered right to your home at a price you'll love. Only $1 a week. That's 50% off. 12 free Sundays. Don't miss out on this special limited time offer of home delivery of the Sunday Los Angeles Times. Call the toll-free number now and sleep in.
Really works? They do. It's the first and only toothpaste that's ADA accepted for whitening by polishing away surface stains. Try Crest Extra Whitening.
Introducing a bright idea from Crest Multicare. Now the toothpaste that fights cavities and dingy tartar buildup, freshens breath and removes plaque with every brushing, is so complete it whitens too. New Crest Multicare Whitening. Don't be left in the dark.
I know an NFL coach who never wears a watch. He tells his players he already knows what time it is. The time is now. So what are we waiting for? 13 other schools are already celebrating this weekend in football. Stand back and enjoy the Southern Section Championship Blitz.
Hey, you can't get any more big league and high school sports in Southern California than this event on this night. This is Edison Field in Anaheim. This is where the Angels play. I'm standing at home plate. It's the Division I football championship. Modern Day and Long Beach Poly are the last two teams that have a chance to win the plaque. Second quarter, Modern Day in red, they're up 3-0, but Brandon Fasavalu of Poly with the perfect pump fake and a nice spiral right into the hands of Dante Washington. It's 7-3 Poly, but not for long, because Modern Day's Matt Leinart on play action is money to Jeff DiUlio from 47 away. Modern Day's up 10-7, and that didn't last long either, because Poly leads 14-10. When Fasavalu would get one to Washington again, this one makes it 21-10 Poly at halftime. But Modern Day ties it at 21, and they're driving for the go-ahead score in the final minute. That's when Leinart hangs one up to no one in particular. Ernest James can't handle it. The ball falls to the ground, so does Ernest. And to the delight of no one, this one finishes 21 apiece. Hey, the rules say no overtime in the finals. The teams will share the title. In D2, like you saw in our big game, Diamond Bar beats Upland for their 4th title ever. In D3, Hart slams their neighbor Valencia to repeat as champion. That's Vic Eklund of San Luis Obispo. His Tigers welcoming Zach Wasserman and Westlake for the Division 4 final. Wasserman here with the scoring pass to Dan Catalano. Westlake up 7-zip. But then it's Wasserman backed up against his own end zone on the tip play picked off by Levi Olson. Levi's a good fit with the end zone. It's 7 apiece. On to the 4th quarter. Wasserman zips it this time to Chris Catalano. Nice throw, nice catch. It's 17-7 Westlake. But SLO would get back into this thing on a 4th down play. The fans get on their feet. They want to see the Tigers convert. Boy, do they. Steve DeLamotte, play action to Scott Garrison. Garrison shakes a tackle, and it's not just a first down, but a touchdown. It's 17-14 Westlake. Garrison would score again a few minutes later, and that means Westlake's behind. They've got to rally. Wasserman here, the rainbow to Michael Brignac, who makes the grab to score. It turns out to be championship touchdown. The Westlake Warriors take their 1st title ever. By a final of 24-21, Wasserman, part of our all-power bar team, heads off to Penn State a champion. To a cold, clear, windy night in Rancho Cucamonga, where the team by the same name in the purple jerseys leads Paloma Valley in the D5 title game 7-0. This is Rancho's Jarrett Brown busting down Main Street 44 yards, 14-0 Rancho. On to the 2nd quarter. The handoff this time is to who else but Mr. Brown. He gets outside, and this is going to be a fan's arm. It's also a touchdown, and Rancho Cucamonga leads 21-0 at halftime. But that changes quickly. Naeem Tanawi scores here to cut Paloma Valley's deficit to 27-14. And in the final 2 minutes, they trail 30-22. They're driving for the tying score. But Ryan Lundstrom is picked off by Mike Moon, and this is going to ice it for Rancho Cucamonga. That gives the school their 1st ever championship plaque in football. Congratulations also to Paloma Valley, which reaches a final in their 4th year of varsity play. In Division 6, that's Newport Harbor in the white jerseys and paying a visit on Irvine. Irvine with the ball early in the game. And this is Mike Ricci hanging one up for James Whitted. And Whitted runs under the rainbow, shakes a tackle. He pulls a hammy at the 10. He's going to be okay and gimp into the end zone. Irvine leads 6-0. They get the ball back, and it's Ricci this time to Eric Patton. Eric gets a foot in. That's a touchdown. Extra point again, no good. It's 12-0 Irvine. Newport Harbor gets off the deck in the 3rd quarter. They're still down 12, but Andre Stewart has some room to run. He's going to get pushed out of bounds inside the 20, and from there, it's Stewart taking the handoff. And with a nose for the goal line, he cuts Irvine's lead to 18-13. That's the score in crunch time. Irvine trying to run out the clock when Ricci is hit by Garrett Troncail and the ball's on the ground. That's Andy Callens with the improbable touchdown. It's 19-18 Newport Harbor to win the Division 6 championship by a sliver. These clubs finished 1-2 in the Seaview League, and now they do the same in D6. In Division 7, Los Altos stuns Charter Oak for their 1st championship in 12 years. Division 8 goes to Bloomington again. They beat Barstow. In Division 9, Brea Olinda absolutely positively cannot wait to take on Bonita. And they get off to a nice start here in the 1st quarter. Steve Stagnero, the rainbow to Ron Benino. Ron makes a nice catch. He's dragged down inside the 5. And on the very next play, it's Kenny Washington taking a few licks as he gets across the line. Brea Olinda leads 7-0. Going the other way, Bonita quarterback Sean Perry and the screen pass to DeAndre Bellin. And DeAndre's chewing up some yards. He's pushing his team down the field. And on this play, he closes the sale with a 13-yard touchdown run. It's tied at 7 after a quarter. But not for long, because Stagnero on play action hangs one up into triple coverage. His guy comes down with it. Ryan Fortner gives Brea a 14-7 lead. And they still lead 14-10 with 3 minutes to go in the game. That's when Bellin gets outside, tiptoes the sidelines, and scores to give Bonita the lead on the way to their 1st championship since 1945. And that's such a long time ago that most of the dads of Bonita's players weren't even born yet. In Division 10, that's Paso Robles, the defending champion, trying to do it again against the team they beat last year, Monrovia. And Paso Robles leads 10-3 in the third quarter. Monrovia's Ryan O'Hara, picked off by another quarterback. Brian Vatsa Paso Robles also plays safety for the Bearcats. He takes it back inside the 5, and the guys in the white shirts have a chance to make it a 2-touchdown advantage. On 4th and goal, it's Andre Nicholson over the top. It's 16-3 Paso Robles late third quarter. And that seems to wake up Monrovia. That's Bryce Moore in at quarterback. Getting one to Mike Curry, who's down at about the 6. Monrovia would punch in a touchdown and trail 16-10 early in the fourth quarter. But Paso Robles had quite a simple response. His name is Andre Nicholson. This run goes for 39 yards down to about the 1-foot line, put him over 200 yards on the game. And to the surprise of virtually no one, the next play goes to Nicholson, and Nicholson goes to the goal line. That gives Paso Robles a 2-touchdown lead, and that's when it's time to break out the bubbly. Paso Robles is a Southern Section champion. By a final of 24-10, Paso Robles finishes 13-1. St. Bonaventure wins Division 11. They cap an unbeaten year by scoring in the final minute to beat Nordoff. Division 12 is just like last year. Paraclete beats Kilpatrick for the title. Division 13 is lucky for Pasadena Poly. They win their first title ever. Time now for your Plays of the Week from Best Buy. San Luis Obispo's Scott Garrison, wrapped up in scrimmage by Westlake defenders, he somehow squirts free. And this guy's going to score to give SLO a short-lived lead. Westlake rallies to win the title, but that's sure a nice run by Scott. That's Irvine quarterback Mike Ricci rolling out and then throwing back across his body to Chris Center, who grabs it in stride and scores to give Irvine the touchdown. But they lose by a single point to Newport Harbor in D6. And those are your Plays of the Week via Best Buy.
That's going to put a wrap not only on this week's action, but on football for the 20th century. With winter sports already cranking, there'll be plenty of fun for us on next Sunday's edition of the show and on into the next millennium. So until then, I'm Brent Weber with this reminder. You go out there and play your game. We'll be back here next week to show your stuff.
To purchase a VHS copy of this show, call 310-399-3646.